Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, is this just what happens with age? Maybe it started subtly. A little less energy in the morning. A little more hesitation in the bedroom. Or maybe it was more obvious your confidence, slowly slipping, as your body doesn't respond the way it used to. I want you to know something right now. This is not just about aging. You're not broken, and you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not done. Hi. I'm Dr. Eliana. I've spent my life helping men just like you rediscover their energy, confidence, and vitality without drugs, without shame, and without complicated solutions. And today, we're going to talk about something that most doctors don't. We're going to talk about blood flow, not just to your heart, but to a very important part of your body that you might feel is letting you down: your erections. Let me be very clear. Erectile dysfunction is not an unavoidable part of aging. It is a message, a signal from your body telling you, hey, something's off. Most of the time, that signal points to one major thing: poor circulation. Not low testosterone, not age, not stress, but the health of your blood vessels. Very highways that carry oxygen and nutrients to every corner of your body, including down there. I've seen it time and again in my practice. Men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s who thought intimacy was behind them, who believed the only solution was a blue pill or giving up altogether. Come back to life with one simple shift. They started feeding their blood vessels what they needed. Not pills. Not hormones. Food. Real food. Now, I know what you've heard. Cut out red meat. Avoid salt. Eat like a bird. But what if I told you that much of that advice is outdated, especially when it comes to restoring male sexual health? What if I told you that 3 specific foodsies, even including beef, can actually revive your blood flow, boost your testosterone, and restore your performance in ways that medication never could? Let's start with the one that might surprise you most: grass-fed beef. I know red meat has gotten a bad reputation, but not all red meat is created equal. When we talk about processed meats, factory-farmed cuts, loaded with chemicals and hormones, those are harmful. But grass-fed beef, that's a different story. It's nature's package of high-quality protein, iron, and zinc, 3 of the most important nutrients your body needs to build testosterone, oxygenate your muscles, and energize your blood. Zinc, in particular, is critical. Without enough zinc, your testosterone levels can plummet, your immune system weakens, and your body struggles to repair itself. Just one serving of grass-fed beef, a few times a week, can help rebuild that foundation. It's not about eating steak every day. It's about choosing smart sources of nutrition that support your body from the inside out. And while beef fuels your hormones, the next food I recommend works on your blood vessels directly. It's one you probably walk past in the grocery store without giving a second thought. Arugula. This peppery green isn't just salad filler. It's a natural circulation booster. Arugula is loaded with plant-based nitrates. Your body converts those nitrates into something called nitric oxide, a molecule that tells your blood vessels, hey, relax, open up. And that's exactly what you want, especially in those moments when your body needs to send blood somewhere important. Nitric oxide is like the gatekeeper of blood flow. When it's high, your vessels stay flexible, and erections happen more easily and more reliably. But when it's low and it naturally declines with age, everything starts to feel tighter, slower, more forced. That's why adding arugula to your daily meals is such a powerful move. It's not flashy, it's not expensive, but it works, and your body will thank you. Now, what's powering all of this behind the scenes? The answer lies in micronutrients, especially magnesium, zinc, and selenium. And there's one little food that delivers all 3, with the added bonus of supporting your prostate too. Pumpkin seeds. Yes, really. Those little green seeds you used to toss aside. They're packed with everything your male body craves: magnesium to relax your blood vessels and muscles, zinc for testosterone, and selenium to reduce inflammation. Just a small handful a day can help lower stress hormones like cortisol, improve your sleep, and restore your body's natural rhythm. Think about this: when you're stressed, tired, and inflamed, your body puts reproduction and performance on the back burner. It's in survival mode. But when you nourish it gently, consistently with the right tools, it responds. You sleep better, you feel calmer, and yes, your body starts to remember what it's capable of. So where does this all come together? In something as simple as a meal. Imagine this: a dinner plate with a small serving of grass-fed beef, sautéed arugula with olive oil and garlic, and a sprinkle of toasted pumpkin seeds on top. Not only is that delicious, it's medicine for your masculinity. It's how you reclaim control of your body without chemicals, without gimmicks, and without shame. But there's one more piece to this puzzle. One nutrient that connects all of this: vitamin D3. And we're going to talk about that in just a moment. Now, let's talk about a nutrient that often gets overlooked but might just be the missing piece in your recovery. Vitamin D3. I like to call it the silent hormone, because even though it's classified as a vitamin, it functions more like a master hormone controller in your body. And for men over 60, it's absolutely essential, especially if you're trying to reclaim your energy, strength, and yes, your erections. You see, vitamin D3 supports testosterone production, helps reduce inflammation, improves mood, and even enhances blood vessel flexibility. It's like a conductor in an orchestra, guiding all the other players, your hormones, your circulation, your nerves, to perform in harmony. Without it, the music falls apart. And here's the thing: most men over 60 are deficient. That's not your fault. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at synthesizing vitamin D from sunlight. Add in the fact that many of us spend more time indoors or covered up, and it's no wonder your levels might be too low. Low vitamin D means your testosterone can't rise properly, even if you're eating all the right foods. It also means your blood vessels become stiffer, more reactive, and prone to inflammation. And when that happens, blood flow to the penis becomes compromised. Erections become weaker, less frequent, and more frustrating. So even with pumpkin seeds and arugula in your diet, if vitamin D is low, your progress stalls. But here's the good news: it's easy to fix. A simple 15-minute walk in the morning sun, with your arms and legs exposed, can begin to restore your levels naturally. For many men, though, especially in colder climates or during the winter months, a high-quality vitamin D3 supplement may be necessary. Talk to your doctor. Get your levels checked. If it's below 30 ng per milliliter, it's time to take action. Your entire system will thank you for it. Now, let's step back and look at the big picture, because the real power doesn't lie in just one of these foods or nutrients. It's in how they work together. Think of it like building a bridge. You need strong support beams, a solid foundation, and flexible joints. Grass-fed beef provides the support testosterone-building nutrients, like zinc and iron. Arugula acts as the flexible joint. It opens up your blood vessels through nitric oxide. And pumpkin seeds serve as the stabilizer, balancing stress, supporting sleep, and feeding your prostate. Then, vitamin D3 ties it all together, like the cement that keeps everything solid and connected. Each part plays a unique role. But when they're combined, something incredible happens. Your body begins to heal. Slowly, steadily, and naturally. And you start to notice the changes not just in the bedroom, but in the mirror, in your mood, in how you carry yourself. You wake up with more energy. You feel more grounded. That quiet spark, the one you thought had faded with age, to flicker back to life. And yes, you begin to feel the physical signs of improvement too. Morning erections returning, less hesitation, more confidence. And let me be clear, this isn't about turning back the clock to your 20s. It's about stepping into a new kind of strength. One rooted in awareness, wisdom, and connection to your body. You've earned that. And your body, even now, is capable of responding. You just need to give it the right message and the right fuel. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Dr. Eliana, this sounds good, but isn't this just another magic food promise? I hear you. There's a lot of noise out there. But what I'm sharing with you is not based on hype. It's based on clinical experience, science, and results I've seen in real patients who trusted their body's ability to recover. In fact, when we combine these foods into a simple daily plan, the transformation can begin within a week. Not overnight, not instantly, but step by step, your body starts shifting. Let me walk you through what a day might look like. You start the morning with a glass of beet juice, or a small beet salad. That's your nitric oxide boost, to begin your day with oxygen-rich blood. You can add a splash of lemon juice or ginger to make it easier on the stomach later in the day. Say, mid-morning, you whip up a smoothie. But this isn't just any smoothie. You include a few chunks of watermelon rind, not just the juicy red flesh. That rind contains citrulline, a powerful compound that gets converted into arginine, and then into nitric oxide. Think of it as fuel. For the same blood vessels you started waking up with your beets. Then, in the afternoon or evening, you snack on pumpkin seeds. They're raw or lightly roasted, with a bit of sea salt or chili powder if you like. They'll replenish your magnesium. Zinc and selenium help relax your nerves and support testosterone. It's that easy. And finally, before bed, you make sure to get your vitamin D3 either from a walk in the evening sun or through a supplement. This small step supports deeper sleep, more stable hormones, and the overnight repair your body needs. This isn't a diet. It's a rhythm, a practice. And when you commit to it gently, consistently, compassionately, your body will respond. But here's what's most important. None of this works if you don't believe it can. I've seen men stay stuck in shame and silence for years, thinking they've missed their chance. That's not you. Not anymore. You're here, you're listening. And that tells me you're ready to take the next step. Let's pause for a moment and talk about something I know many of you have tried: the little blue pill. Yes, I'm talking about pharmaceutical aids, like Viagra or Cialis. These medications have helped millions of men feel more confident, and for some, they've been a lifeline during tough times. But here's the honest truth. I share with every one of my patients, pills are not a cure. They are a crutch. They don't repair blood vessels. They don't heal the root causes of sexual decline. And they certainly don't help your body rebuild its own strength. In fact, over time, many men notice that they need more of the pill, or that the effect wears off faster or stops working altogether. And when that happens, what's left? You feel frustrated. You start to think, maybe this is just the end of the road. You look in the mirror and wonder where your vitality went, and if you'll ever feel like yourself again. But here's what I want you to know. It's not the end, not even close. These medications work by forcing blood into the penis, bypassing the body's natural systems. But your blood vessels are still inflamed. Your nitric oxide is still low. Your testosterone might still be struggling. And none of that changes with a pill. That's why I'm so passionate about this natural, food-based approach. It doesn't force your body, invites it to function better. It strengthens you from the inside out. And let's not forget the emotional side of all this. I've spoken to so many strong, capable, intelligent men who feel ashamed when they struggle in intimate moments. They feel they've lost something essential. Some avoid closeness with their partners, even though they still deeply crave it. Others stop trying altogether, fearing the embarrassment of another failed attempt. Let me say this clearly. You are not broken. This struggle is not a weakness. It's a sign, a message from your body that it needs support, not shame. And when we approach that message with compassion instead of frustration, everything changes. Sexual health is not just about performance. It's about connection, confidence, vitality, and joy. When blood flow improves, when hormones rebalance, when you sleep better, when you feel stronger, everything begins to align. You feel more alive, and your partner feels that too. That's why this is not just about erections, it's about intimacy. Self-esteem, quality of life. When you eat foods like beets, arugula, pumpkin seeds, and boost your vitamin D, you're not just nourishing your body, you're making a choice to believe in your ability to thrive again. You're saying, I'm not done yet. And I promise you, your body hears that now. I want to give you a simple tool to help guide your progress, something I call the circulation confidence scale. It's a way to tune in to how your body is responding, without needing blood tests or complex equipment. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 means you feel completely disconnected, low energy. Number, morning wood, minimal desire. 5 means you're starting to feel subtle changes, maybe more sensation, a few stronger nights of sleep, or increased confidence. 10 means your erections are firm, consistent, and your desire is back in full swing. Wherever you are right now, it's okay, but I encourage you to track that number over time as you consistently apply what we've discussed. Because progress is powerful. Even a jump from a 2 to a 4 means something is waking up inside you. And speaking of waking up, let's talk about something very specific: morning erections. These are more than just a quirk of biology. Morning erections are a reliable sign of vascular and hormonal health. If you're waking up with one, that means your testosterone is working, your blood flow is responsive, and your nervous system is in balance. It's like your body's way of giving you a thumbs-up dot. But if it's been weeks, months or longer since that's happened, don't panic. That's where this natural approach becomes your roadmap. You don't need to chase a miracle. You need to feed the body what it's craving. And just like any journey, this takes time. Real results come from real habits. So if you're starting today, commit to 7 days of focused nourishment. Beet juice in the morning. Arugula salad with lunch. Pumpkin seeds as a snack. A walk in the sun, or a dose of vitamin D3. It may sound simple, and it is. But that's the beauty. Healing doesn't have to be hard. It just has to be intentional. And let me remind you, you are not doing this alone. There are thousands of men just like you taking the first step, getting curious, reconnecting with their bodies, and learning to trust again. Trust in the process. Trust in nature. Trust in themselves. And their stories inspire me every day. Like the 67-year-old man who told me he'd given up on intimacy after his divorce, thinking his best years were behind him. But after a month of following this exact plan, not only did his energy return, he also met someone new. He said, "I feel like myself again, Dr. Eliana, not younger, just ... more alive." That's what this is about. It's not about chasing youth, it's about embracing a new season of power, passion, and presence. You've built a life. Now it's time to feel fully alive in it. Now that we understand how food fuels blood flow, testosterone, and confidence, let's walk through something very practical: a simple 7-day plan. I give my own patience, nothing extreme. No strange ingredients or expensive supplements, just real food, consistent action, and a little bit of belief in your body's ability to heal. We'll call it the 7-day circulation booster plan. And let me say this up front. This is not about being perfect. This is about building momentum, giving your body the nourishment and signals it's been waiting for. Maybe for years. So here's how we start. Morning. Fuel your fluorite when you wake up. I want you to begin your day with beetroot juice or steamed beet slices. You can even blend them into a smoothie with some apple or carrot to mellow the flavor. Why? Because beets are nature's nitric oxide booster. They help open up blood vessels that have narrowed with age. Some men tell me, Dr. Eliana, I never liked beets. And I tell them, you don't have to love them, just let them help you. Over time, the taste becomes less important than the results. Many men notice something as early as day 3 morning erections, returning. More energy in their walk, or even a better mood before lunch. Mid-morning, hydrate and move after breakfast. Get your body moving. Nothing fancier, walk around the block. Some stretches in the living room, or light gardening. Movement enhances blood flow and primes your body to absorb nutrients more effectively. And here's a little tip. Combine your walk with sun exposure. Even just 10 minutes on your arms and face. This helps your body produce vitamin D3, which is crucial for testosterone and circulation. Many older men are deficient without knowing it. If sunlight isn't an option, talk to your doctor about supplementing with D3, ideally in a liquid or softgel form for better absorption. Lunch. Arugula activation. Now let's talk about the green. Most people overlook arugula. This peppery leaf is packed with natural nitrates that convert into nitric oxide, just like beets. The difference. Arugula works gently throughout the day, keeping blood vessels supple and responsive. Here's a simple idea. Toss a handful of arugula into your usual salad, or layer it into a sandwich with turkey or eggs. A drizzle of olive oil helps you absorb its nutrients even better. One of my patients, Mr. Iyer, age 71, told me that after 5 days of having arugula every lunch, he noticed less pressure down there, as he put it. What he meant was his blood vessels weren't as tight. Erections started to feel easier and more natural. Afternoon snack. Seeds of strength sometime mid-afternoon. Reach for a handful of raw pumpkin seeds. These are not just snacks. They are miniature powerhouses, packed with magnesium, zinc, and selenium. Pumpkin seeds directly support testosterone production, vascular relaxation, prostate protection, and even help reduce cortisol, the stress hormone that sabotages your libido. The beauty is in the simplicity. Just a handful a day, chewed slowly and mindfully, can do more than a dozen synthetic pills that only treat symptoms. And yes, these seeds also help with mental clarity and better sleep, which, as you now know, feeds right back into your hormonal balance and energy. Evening wind down, nourish and reflect inner, should be warm, simple, and rich in color and texture. Think grilled salmon with sautéed spinach, or lentils with sweet potatoes and a side of steamed broccoli. You don't have to be perfect, you just need real food, low sugar, and high nutrient density. Before bed, I encourage you to take 5 minutes, not more, not less. Ask yourself 2 things. What did I do today that helped my body feel more alive? What small thing can I do tomorrow to build on it? This habit of daily reflection is powerful. It helps you stay on track, acknowledge small wins, and stay emotionally connected to your journey. Now let's talk about signs of progress. The subtle clues that tell us your body is responding. Day 1 to 2, a slight feeling of lightness in the body, better digestion, less afternoon fog. Day 3 to 4, morning erections may return. Sleep becomes deeper. You may notice you're less reactive to stress. Day 5 to 6, more physical desire, slight tingling or warmth in the pelvic area. Erections may last longer. Day 7, you feel more confident. Not just in bed, but in how you move, speak, and carry yourself. And here's the thing. If you don't feel all of this by day 7, that's okay too. Healing is not linear. Some men need 2 weeks, others a full month. But every step forward is a signal that your body is waking up, and that's something to celebrate. Let me also say this. You may feel tempted to test your results by skipping the plan or reverting to old habits. Please don't. The male body, especially after consistency. When you nourish it every day, it rewards you. And one last note. Don't keep this to yourself. If you have a partner, involve them. Share what you're doing. Let them witness your journey. Many times this brings couples closer, because when intimacy improves, communication improves, affection returns, and connection deepens. Sexual vitality is not just about pleasure. It's about presence, trust, and shared energy. It's about walking into a room and feeling strong, capable, and grounded. This 7-day plan is just the beginning. A gateway, a spark. What comes next is your story too, right? Your second prime. And trust me's going to be extraordinary. Before we part ways today, I want you to pause for just a moment. Not to think, not to analyze, but to feel. Take a deep breath. Feel your body, just as it is. Feel the life still flowing through your veins. Feel the quiet, steady rhythm of your heart. This body of yours been through so much. Decades of work, worry, joy, stress, love, and survival. And yet here you are, still standing, still learning, still growing. That alone is something to be proud of. You see, when we talk about sexual health, it's not just about erections or performance or virility. It's about feeling alive. It's about reconnecting with the deepest parts of yourself. The part that still craves touch, still desires connection, still wants to give and receive love, not just in the bedroom, but in every moment. As we've journeyed together through these last few parts, we've explored something much bigger than food or vitamins or nitric oxide. We've been talking about wholeness. That's what this all leads to, reclaiming your wholeness as a man, as a partner, as a human being who deserves pleasure, presence, and peace. Let's gently revisit what we've learned. You now know that circulation is king, not just testosterone. Without proper blood flow, even the strongest hormones won't work. That's why beets, arugula, and pumpkin seeds became your new allies. You've discovered that food is your first medicine. Every bite you take can either heal or harm. And when you choose nourishing real foods, your body responds in ways that surprise you. We explored how sleep, stress, and even gum health are all connected to your energy and desire. We uncovered how vitamin D3, that humble sunshine vitamin, is like fuel for your inner fire. We walked through a simple 7-day plan, not a diet, not a punishment, but an invitation to show your body a little love and watch it respond. And most of all, we returned to the truth that you're not broken. Aging does not mean withering. It means deepening. It means refining what matters, letting go of what doesn't, and stepping into your next chapter with wisdom and purpose. I want you to remember something very important, because I've seen this with countless men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s. Healing doesn't always happen overnight. Sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's slow, but every time it's real. You might wake up one morning and feel something you haven't felt in years, not just physical, but emotional. Maybe it's the confidence in how you move. Maybe it's the warmth in how your partner looks at you. Maybe it's simply that spark of, I'm back. That is the gift of choosing yourself again. And if you're watching this and thinking, but Dr. Eliana, I've already tried so many things. Let me say this. Try one more time, but do it with love. Do it not because you're broken, but because you deserve to feel good in your skin. Do it not to impress anyone, but to reconnect with the powerful, passionate man you still are. Do it because your story isn't finished. It's just shifting into a new, more soulful chapter. So here's my invitation to you: start today. Make yourself a simple meal using the foods we talked about. Step outside and let the sun kiss your skin, even if just for 10 minutes. Take your partner's hand or your own hand and say to yourself, I am worth this. Your second prime is not a myth. It's not a fantasy. It's biology, mindset, and heart, all working together. And now you have the tools. You have the knowledge. You have the spark. So take that first step. And as always, if this video helped you, share it with another man who needs to hear this. Maybe it's a friend, a brother, a neighbor. Maybe it's someone who has quietly stopped believing in himself. You might just change his life. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we have more to share, more truths to uncover, and more healing to do. But for now, I'll leave you with this. You're never too old to feel young again. You're never too far gone to feel pleasure again. And you're never alone in this journey. Here's to you, to strength, to softness, to the beauty of a man fully alive. Until next time, I'm Dr. Eliana, and I believe in you.